Good morning, guys. Chris, SVT Garage, and we are kind of here on a overcasty, foggy day here in Florida. And today's detail is going to be full paint correction ceramic coat on this car. I also don't mind the hair. I have a hair appointment today at noon, so I'm going to be taking a break from this and moving forward. But I want to show you guys and kind of give you guys a little background on this car. So this is a friend of mine. You guys have seen one of his other cars on the channel here before, and he just picked this up about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. This is a 2017 5.0 Coyote car. I think it's a Gen 3, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's got these hideous Vossen wheels. These are already gone. He has ordered a, actually at the house now, he's got a set of welds for this thing. It's a manual car, catback exhaust, E85 tune, and I believe it made 491 at the tires, which is actually really impressive for an NA car. And future on this thing is I believe he's going to be going with a Vortec or Pro Charger setup here, intercooler, blow-off valve, that whole thing. And that's going to be the next car you guys will start seeing on the channel. Now, happy for him that he's got this car. It's only got 17,000 miles on it. It's a rare blue. Beautiful car. But he did the unthinkable. This is Steve's car. You guys have seen his on the channel. I did a full paint correction. We've had multiple videos on it. The idling. He had that really nice cammed 3.0 Whippled 03 Cobra, the silver one. And he decided to sell it and pick up this thing. Wanted to change. Had the car a handful of years, so I get it. Wanted something more modern. But he went from this guy to this guy. Happy for you, mad at you at the same time. But anyways, moving forward, guys. So he wants to get this thing all cleaned up, make it nice. It has got, I want to say paint damage, but it's just been neglected for the last, 8 years of its life. So we're going to get this thing back to normal, bring this blue back, make it pop, ceramic coat it. And I'm going to clean these wheels, although they are sold for him, just the whole car pieces together. But I am not a fan of these wheels. I don't know what it is about them, but I don't like them. I'm glad he got rid of that, set up there and going with those welds. But moving forward, guys, we're going to keep videoing, stop and pausing like we normally do, bring this thing back to life, and then we'll go through the car a little bit and show you what he's got and try to make this a decent video. I think this is a lightning blue. So if I understand him correctly, this is a rare color for this year, or the Coyote. And again, with the mileage being low, and I believe he got it for steel. I think he paid somewhere around 27, 28 for it, which is a solid deal, especially for a 6-speed car, low miles, and E85 catback, and almost 500 at the tire. So anyways, moving forward, we'll keep shooting this, and we'll bring the old blue beauty here back to life. All right, guys, so we're at the part of the prepping stage right now where we are washing and clay it, and I kind of just want to show you guys what I do. This is me personally. I've been kind of doing this for a little bit, and this is the way I approach it. I used to buy like those that separate like chemical where it was like the slick stuff for the clay bar itself. I really don't think you need it. What I do is I wash the whole car first, get all the heavy soil off, then I come back, wash it again, and I actually just use the soap in the bucket as kind of a lubricant for the paint itself. So this is all done, and guys. I kind of fell in love with these clay mitts. You get these off of Amazon, and I think they work very well. That guy goes by. So essentially you're just claying, and while you're claying, you can kind of feel the imperfections in the paint. So I'm just slowly going over it. I've already done the hood and all that, and then you'll hear the tone change too. You actually hear it go from something that's scratchy to soft. So I found a spot up here I need to re-hit. So we'll just wet it up and just kind of come up here, feel around. I always like to keep my fingers at the edge so I can feel like those little bumps in the paint, and then just kind of attack that area. And again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but it went from kind of scratchy right here to almost quiet. And you'll pick up on those different tones as you're doing it, the more you do it. And just, this is one of those things where you don't want to rush it. You want to take your time, because this is a very important step if you're going to do the ceramic by itself, but especially if you're going to do the paint correcting. You want all those that fallout or any kind of saps or any kind of dirt particles that are on the paint off. And that clay bar does really good. I use a medium cut. I don't go with the light, and you know, I don't want to go too heavy because you can put some scratches in there if you were to use something that's too abrasive. It's just like anything else. But keep moving forward. I'm going to just finish the whole car here. I don't think it's really worth having an entire video of me just claying this thing. It's real, again, the front of it's done. I'm going to move forward, and then basically what we'll do is we'll pick up from there, pulling it in, and go to the next step. All right, guys, fast forward a couple hours when, like I said, got some errands done and back on the car here. But we're back. We're starting on the correcting stage of this. I haven't hit anything yet. I want to show you guys up before. This is the hood, passenger side, this little like gully here. So you can see there in the paint just how blemished it is. Those are little fine scratches. That could be from the way they were washing it before. And then you see these like hash marks in there. You can see there, like look directly at the light, you'll see it. So our goal here is to pull all that out and then obviously put the ceramic on there to keep it protected. So that's what we're doing now. I'll hit this section here with basically just the first cut, and you'll guys see a huge difference. So stand by, we'll get that done, and we'll put this thing back on the camera. All right, so it's actually easier to see here at the front of the hood, and we'll show you guys. So this half's done. Haven't touched this half yet, so I want to show you guys, and this is just one step out of the 3 this is going to be getting. So again, you see all that, just look at the light, you see all that imperfections and stuff in the paint. Again, this is one cut, and 90% of it's out. So when I go over it with stage 2 and 3, I should say step 2 and 3, it'll just completely get rid of everything. But that is just a huge difference from doing a quick pass on that with that first pad. So this car is going to look really nice. This is actually a really pretty color. Again, you can kind of just see, stepping back here, the haziness here, and just how the clarity and the depth of it is on this side. But this is actually a really nice color. I guess it's lightning blue. So good job, Steve. This thing's going to turn out nice. So we'll keep moving and then keep filming as we come across some stuff. All right, so it's a couple hours later. It's about 5:30, and this thing is done being corrected, and I'm about to prep the rest of the paint for the ceramic. So I got to go back and basically use an alcohol, go over the whole surface of the car, get all the oils off from the compounds, and then that pretty much dries instantly, and then we can go ahead and apply the ceramic. But this is like, I mean, I hope you guys can see a difference from when I started this thing until right now. Like, it just looks, the depth of the paint looks so much better. And again, this was a 3-step on this car. Yeah, I felt like it needed it, and it perked up so nice. I really hope Steve is going to like this, especially going from that other platform to this. And this is kind of his new car, his new build that he wants to do. And I'm, glad that I can be a part of it and get this done for him, because I did that to his other car as well. But this thing just coming out so good. It's such a pretty color. It's like a lighter Sonic look. In my opinion, it's a lightning blue, I believe is what they call it. And oh, real quick, I got to make a correction. Factory catback, which again, this thing sounds pretty good for being a factory catback, has long tubes, H-pipe, E85, and a tune. So when you guys heard me pull it in, that was the factory tailpipes back there. So when he told me that, I was pretty thrown off by that. But then I go back and look at them, and yeah, they're definitely factory. So this thing actually sounds pretty good with just the long tubes and the H-pipe. But anyways, guys, we're going to keep moving. I'm going to go ahead and again finish prepping the paint, and then we will apply the ceramic, and this is going to pop just a little bit more. So stand by, and I'll get that done real quick. All right, everybody, it is just after 7. So took Took a hot minute to get this done, but got my whole toolbox over there full of everything I'm using. And this thing is just looks amazing. It pops, it looks great. You guys can just see just how much clearer that looks. And you guys know I always push this stuff. This gtechniq, this crystal serum light is the stuff to use. Works very well, lasts a while, and especially if you maintain it, this is really some good stuff. Now you can use that as a base and then add the XO on top of it. It's a little more work, be a little more expensive, but I did that on the red car. And again, the truck I believe the truck I just did that with, and that thing it's been 2 years now. That thing's still great. So that stuff is some good product. I highly recommend it. But got this all cleaned up for him. Hope he likes it. Should be probably picking this thing up either tomorrow or Friday. Not sure yet. I'm going to get everything moved around, get this thing back in. But I did want to show you guys also too just how clean of a car inside this thing is. Steve did pretty good with getting this car. He lucked out. This thing is, I think he paid under 30 for it and has only 17,000 miles. Where's it at? 17,809. So solid buy for a car that's tuned, long tubes, H-pipe, E85 already, and almost 500 wheel NA. So it's pretty impressive, you know, I think anyways. But we went ahead and did the inside for him. Hit the entire outside as you guys saw me do all day today. This is a long process, so if you're gonna do it, especially a 3-step, have some time available because it does take a while. Also, I want to add to this, I think I'm gonna do a video with Steve on this car because I would love to hear his thoughts going from that Terminator platform to the Coyote platform and see what he misses, if he doesn't miss anything, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and kind of just pick his brain on that because there's a few people who've made the plunge. They've, you know, regret it, and there's people on the other side say that they absolutely love the choice they made. But I don't know. For me, I think I'd have a hard time doing that. So we got it done for him. This thing came out really well. It's a pretty color. I didn't even know this thing existed. You know, honestly, I've never paid that much attention to these, and getting my hands on it and doing the correction on it came out great. So it's a good car. Hate the wheels. I keep saying that. Something about them. I'm just not a fan. I don't know if it's just because they're straight up and down. They got that like sunflower face going on. I don't know what it is, but I'm not a fan, especially for being Boston's. I don't think that's a cheap wheel. But anyways, guys, car's done. Congrats, Steve. Can't wait to see this thing boosted and get some power to it and get out on the road and have to check this thing out. But if you guys have any questions, you know, message me. I try to get back to everybody, and if I don't, I apologize. I really try to reply to everything and everybody I can. So just bear with me. But it's Chris, SVT Garage, and if you are looking for a clean, easy ceramic, highly recommend gtechniq. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.